Well, hello, welcome to the tutorial that you never asked for, but you're getting anyways. So I'm going to show you today how I do my basic go-to standard kind of illustration style. So I went ahead and drew this angry looking fox just to give us something to work with, but it really doesn't matter. It can be whatever the heck you want. So you got your black outline. You're going to set this layer with your black outline to reference. So it's going to refer to what is on here as the rules for where color will drop on any layer in this whole document. So you're going to make a layer below that, and now we're going to start color dropping in our colors for our fox. So I'm going to do, first of all, his little bod. That's not quite right. Yeah, that works. And that's, okay, so that's everything in here. I want to be that color. So I'm going to make another layer now for each component of him so that I have a lot of freedom later to like go back and adjust things. See any pink peeking through, so we're good. Let's go to a nice green background. Okay, so now you've got your colored illustrations. You could leave it at this depending on what you want to do. It's a stylistic choice if you want to do a lot of shading or a little shading. I'm going to show you do the shading. It's really easy. So the first thing we're going to do is on the eyes. So we're going to create a layer above the eyes and make it a clipping mask. So eyes always have a little shadow that goes across the top. So we're going to go pure black. I'm still just using the smooth lines brush. You can use monoline. It just needs to be a solid brush. Just doesn't really matter. Whatever the heck you want. And I'm going to draw, and this is going to look weird, but just like a full black line over his eye. And it's only going to show up obviously over that. And I'm going to turn down the opacity just a little bit so that I can like see what I'm doing here, if that makes sense. I think I like that. And then we'll do this one. Yeah, cute. So it's intense. So what you do now is I always start with pure black and then I turn the opacity down. And again, this is a stylistic choice as to how intense you want your shadows. But I like around that looks nice, which is 17%, but do what makes you happy. I Gaussian blur it to make it more blended. I usually go around that, that on every color. So we've got the eyeshadows, so now we're gonna do the face shadows. So yeah, do one of those. So right now, because I have it on clipping mask, I can't see when I draw over here, but it is there. So another thing you can do while you're drawing is turn off clipping mask, and then you can see, and this looks really crazy. Oops. Oh, yes, so that's another thing. Now that I'm done drawing the colors, I want to turn off reference. Otherwise, I will not be able to color drop outside of those areas. What's this? What's going on here? What did I do here? That's weird. Okay. Anyways, and just quickly go up with boop and his little eyebrows. They'll just have a little shading below it. I don't know why I find this so fun because it looks insane and you're like, that's not gonna look good, Nicole. It's not gonna look good, but you know what? It will. And then I think there'll be a little shading kind of like below his chin. So turn our clipping mask back on. Gonna set that opacity to like, yeah, I'm doing like 8%, but do what you want. Gaussian blur layer, and then we're gonna go to I'm thinking I like that, but I'm gonna actually make it a bit darker. again. Yeah, so I'm doing more, repeat the process again. So down here, got another clipping mask layer on my remaining color. Smooth lines, black. Yeah, doesn't really matter how big your brush is. And we're just gonna start slopping on some shadows. We're on that layer. We're gonna change the opacity to like about here. Going to Gaussian blur this little guy. That's cute. Maybe about there. And then just double check that I don't want it to be a little darker. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna add highlights to his eyes. So I'm gonna add another clipping mask layer above the eyes, and then you're just gonna do the same thing as before, but you're gonna go in with white instead. I guess also a bonus lesson, if you want to make this a sticker, we'll group all of our little guys just for simplicity. Put a layer below him. Got my smooth lines brush. I'm on pure white. We're just gonna max. I know it's not perfect, but you get the gist of it. Now you got yourself a little foxy sticker. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's the yeah, that's the end. Anyways, thanks for coming. Bye.